Hello, everybody. My name's Chachi. That's Tom. Welcome back to In Our Humble Opinion. Season 1's about to be upon us. So, well, week 1. Sorry, season 1. Season 1 already happened. But we're going to talk about what's happened in the NFL just before the start of week 1 happened. But you understand what I'm saying. Start of week 1 Sunday. So, we're going to see how that goes. But anyway, we teased it last week. So, somebody else plays in Green Bay now. You know, there was a trade. I don't know if you heard about it, but you probably did. Tom, what is your thoughts on the trade? And before we get into the 2 games that have already been played.
Just can't believe Green Bay did it. That's like number one.
Yeah, Green Bay traded for Micah Parsons. They gave 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. So there you go. Just recapping for everybody to the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, the number one. Well, I am going to be really excited about it, right? Like
you should be.
Green Bay now on 3 levels of their defense have potential Hall of Fame level talent, right? So that's a game changer. It really is. I will preface it though with saying, hey, losing Kenny Clark does suck. That could potentially be a bugaboo.
Yeah, true.
When it comes to stopping the run. So I don't want to sit here and, hey, there's a cost to do business, right?
Yeah, true.
But I will say, though, Dallas is getting a player that is aging. He's been in the league 11 years.
Well, yeah.
Last year was his worst year, right? Green Bay, they signed him to a 3rd contract. That's the one thing Green Bay hates doing. They don't like 3rd contracts with players. At least at non-quarterback positions, because it really, honestly, even quarterback position, I think they don't like it because that 3rd contract, when their performance starts to really drop.
No, I agree.
Just a lot of money, and that's the same with Kenny Clark. They paid him a lot of money. But
oh yeah,
dude, I'm still kind of just in shock because it doesn't like I said, this is a very. For all the people that want to hate on Micah Parsons, he statistically is doing things that only one other person did in the NFL, Reggie White. And, he's on the smaller side, so, he's an okay run defender, but you know what? They brought him in to come pass rush and change the game.
I agree.
It's huge, man. And the thing that I still can't believe is Green Bay walked away from that trade.
Yeah.
They didn't trade Luke Van Ness or Rashawn Gary.
That's crazy, yeah.
If those guys play takes off, Green Bay arguably going to have the best pass rushing duo trio in the NFL.
I agree.
That is huge. But man, as a Packer fan, man, I can't be more excited. And you know what? Even week 1, if he doesn't play at all or is limited, I understand, man. The guy was out for.
Yeah, heal him up, definitely.
Look, man, it's a long season. I need him in those championship moments. I'm really glad though he's in Green Bay. I mean, it's just huge. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that is a blockbuster trade for this decade.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I really think Jerry got fleeced. I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah.
You got 2 first-round picks that, if Green Bay plays well, if they make the playoffs at a minimum,
20th, yeah,
they're in the high 20s.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing with those 2 picks?
Unless you're trading them.
And then, but think about it. What are you really going to do?
What he would need to happen is his team needs to play terrible, and then he needs to trade the 2 picks, Packer picks, to get a high pick, to have 2 high picks. But that's a mess. I don't know. That's a mess.
Oh, that's what I mean. Here's the other thing, too. I loved in his press conference, he was just banking on, he's like, we can get more potential Pro Bowl players. It's but you're hedging your bets on you're going to draft well.
Oh yeah, hitting
which is hard because the NFL draft at that point is a crapshoot. After the first 5 picks, the first 5 picks in the NFL draft are truly blue chippers.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it's a joke. Or not a joke. It's just a crapshoot. You really don't know.
No, you don't. You don't. So, unless they let someone drop that shouldn't. Like when Randy Moss had problems, that's why he went that low.
I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. Well, yeah, Randy Moss dropped, but look at how many locker room problems. Sometimes he was a locker room problem.
I think. Well, like my one that I always go to is I don't know how Ed Reed went to 26. That made no sense just because of a 40 time. The guy had 29 picks in college. That was kind of weird. That was weird.
There's some guy. I mean, look at Jalen Carter. We can get into that in the first game. But
was.
You saw exactly why teams passed on him.
That made sense.
He might be this crazy talent, but that has to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It was pretty dumb, yeah.
You literally lasted.
Not only that, we're about to get into it. I'm just going to get my thoughts on that trade. Ain't much to talk about, and we'll get into that. I agree. I don't understand the trade from the standpoint of view. Kenny Clark, like Tom said, is a really good player, but I'm like, he's old. Like, you got an old, really good player for a young superstar player. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they drag how bad he is against the run. Like, he's okay. He's not bad. He's just small, like Tom said, so it's hard for him to push people, like the linemen. But he is good at getting off the blocks and trying to catch the guys. I saw him against the Ravens last year. He did a pretty good job. I mean, he didn't have a lot of help inside, to be fair. I think he's a really good pass rusher. And to the team he went to is perfect, the Packers, because they have Edgerton Cooper and Walker. They have good linebackers that get downhill and they tackle, especially Cooper. He's everywhere. So you got to run. You got to get the running backs and everything. I mean, that's not what they got him for. They need him for pass rush, which is what they needed, and they went out and got it, which is smart. They paid their quarterback.
They didn't just get it, Josh. They got the best.
Unlike the Ravens, they paid their quarterback when he was young instead of waiting until he has a great season, and it's now we got to pay him $40 million a year and have all these negotiations go wrong. I'm not going to let that go, Ravens. I don't know what you were doing. It's like Lamar won the MVP at 2019. Let's not pay him now. Let's wait till he proves himself and they won another one. It's like, damn, well, now we got to pay him a lot of money. Yeah, don't do that. You pay him now. Now it ends up not being a bad contract because everyone else paid after that, but still, it could have been really easy negotiation there. That was wild. That was a whole mess. But
Chach, you get to a really good point. This is why good organizations get ahead of these contracts.
You have to.
Jerry was mad because guess what happened? He wanted to wait and play this game.
Yep.
And Micah said,
"No,
I don't want to play this game." And Jerry again, trying to be Jerry Jones. I mean, he totally screwed it all up. They did it, and they do it every time. They did it with Dak. They did it with CD. And look how much they paid those two guys. And I'll be honest with you, Dak Prescott, he's worth the money because you saw what happened on that first game. He is actually, when he's on, he is very good.
Oh, I can't wait to get into this game because there are a couple.
He's very similar to Romo, right? I think Romo was better, but Dak. I mean, it's pretty crazy. They went from Romo to Dak.
No, I think they're the same because I think Romo makes more plays, but I also think Romo makes more mistakes. I think Dak's kind of boring from the standpoint of Dak's gonna make plays,
Romo
but
used to just get so streaky, especially at the end of his career.
Well, Romo sometimes
if he was on a heater, man, he was.
Yeah, but Romo will be in the middle of a game playing well, and then just throw a pick where I'm like, what was that? Where he runs around and just flicks. I remember in the Raven game, 2008, I believe, he's running around, and I'm like, why'd you throw that? Ed Reed's just like, oh man, he threw me a punt. I'm like, what? He used to do things where. Like you said, he would do things sometimes where I'm like, how the hell did he do that? And then he would do things in the same game where I'm like, Romo. I mean, I love Romo. He was fun to watch. I ain't gonna lie, because he was crazy. I was like, that's why sometimes people on TV, stop acting like you ain't seen stuff like this. Romo used to do this routinely, like some of these crazy throws and stuff where I'd be like, what the hell was that? And I'd be like, and then he was fun because he would just be the next play. I would be like, I don't know what he was doing, but he went for it, man. I respect him.
Yeah, he did it against. Remember when they played the Packers in 13 and they had Matt Flynn, and he threw this pick on the slant. I mean, it's a slant. Like, dude, the receivers got it.
Oh, that's
he shouldn't have thrown the ball, and it. All of a sudden, like, you just saw the momentum change.
Dude.
Green Bay finally got a stop.
Dude.
And Green Bay came all the way back and beat them.
Oh, dude, I'm going to defend Dak, and I'm going to be a heater with these receivers and tight ends like Ferguson. I know that flag saved you, but what were you doing? What? First off, he dove.
Dude,
he dove for no reason. You could have caught that ball in stride and just shouldered the guy and scored. And two, he dropped the ball. The dude was like 10 feet away from you. You could have easily caught that and rolled, like, without getting hit. Instead, you were so scared. By the way, you're 6'5", whatever the hell he is. I'm like, the guy hitting you's Blankenship. He's tiny. Like, just catch the ball.
Dude, Josh, these guys are so soft now. I don't know what it is. Like, they're so... Like, that's the thing. At least, like, in the old NFL, they were conditioned.
Look, I know everybody on here is going to be like, who are you, and look how little you are. Okay, you can say whatever you want about me. I would have caught that fucking ball. I don't care what I can catch. He might have killed me. I might have been in the hospital for the rest of my life, but I would have caught that fucking ball.
Well, number one, yes, he's not lying. The amount of times he caught everything when we play in the streets of the mole.
Yeah, I'm like, brother,
dude,
what the hell was that?
Yeah,
Anyway, let's get into that game. Packers won that.
To summarize the Packer trade, go Pack go. I cannot wait.
And I love that he's wearing number 1. Curly Lambeau would be proud.
Golden wearing 0 and Micah wearing number 1 is filthy.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm like, let's go. But yeah, momentum. They went from, like Tom was talking about last week when we talked, like, I don't know if this is their year. They're there now. They have. If everything's rolling, they got a real good shot.
Dude, if Jordan Love takes this step, this team is a Super Bowl contender.
Yep.
End of story.
Yep.
And no one, and I think everyone in the NFL would agree. That's the key. Does Jordan Love take that elite step?
They addressed their biggest issue and got, like Tom said, it didn't just go and get like a Band-Aid approach. They got like, hey, long-term, fantastic player.
Dude, they got the best pass rusher in the NFL.
They did.
Arguably.
He is.
It wasn't, we went and traded for Trey Hendrickson. No, we got the dude.
Arguably, I'm like, who would I guess Myles Garrett, but that's it. But even then, I can make the argument he's a lot older.
Honestly, Myles Garrett doesn't have the same numbers Micah does.
I was going to say
in the first 4 years Micah's been in the league, he is projecting more at Reggie White level sack numbers.
Yeah, the only
Myles Garrett doesn't do.
Well, think about
Myles Garrett may be a true polished end, but he's not.
Well, those two, him and Watt, are the only ones you could make an argument for, in my opinion. And the problem is, they're older, so it's like I don't get the 24-year-old, 25-year-old. It's crazy. So it's like that. I would argue he is.
That's what I think. That's what I'm still dumbfounded, Chaj. It's like that relationship deteriorated that bad to where you traded away a guy in his prime.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't get it.
That might, like I said, he's projecting to be like breaking Reggie White and like Bruce Smith records.
And let me defend the Ravens. Let me defend the Ravens.
That makes no sense to me.
To Tom's point, let me defend the Ravens here. I just made fun of them, but I never got the feeling Lamar was ever going to leave. No one, if anyone that did, was crazy. I think they were just like, hey, whatever they match, if someone was dumb enough to match it, that's why when they got on everybody, I'm like, that's why teams didn't do that. The Ravens were going to be like, haha, you just made the market for us. We're keeping him. They weren't going to let you have him. They weren't dumb. They were like, Lamar ain't going nowhere. So I'm saying, you don't let great players go. Like Tom's saying, that's crazy. Never.
No,
not like that.
The Ravens thing was so. The Ravens is different. That was a very. This was Jerry Jones trying to be the center of attention.
Thank God for our owner, because I don't even know. I never hear a thing from him. Sorry, I was cursed. I never hear Steve Bisciotti just chilling. He in his box doing his thing. He's like, bro, how much money you need? I got you. I've never heard that man talk, but twice.
Stop. Chill out, dude.
He's
sorry. Dogs just.
But yeah, I'm with Tom. This is a home run, and I was already excited to watch the Packers. You guys know if I could get that Super Bowl, I will not care if we lose. It's my boys' team against mine. It's all good. We go where we go.
The last point I got to bring out about it, right? Packer fans, like, what's so crazy this year is they've went against the grain of everything we've always said, right? They need to draft a receiver in the first round.
Yep. Did it.
Right?
Yep.
And then now, like, we've been clamoring. You have to go trade for someone.
Mm-hmm.
You can't continue to rely on draft and develop. Like, financially, yes, a small market team is what you got to do, but they went and they did it. And, like, the thing is, they didn't, like I said, they didn't give up. What's so bizarre to me is they didn't give up again. Their best pass rushers, like,
no, yeah, they
did. Where that matters.
Like, not only that, I
this
thought
is a great segue into the Dallas game, and what you saw is like,
well,
I don't know what Jerry's talking about, the depth they have at pass rusher. I don't know who the guys
they have 54 look pretty good, but they're gonna game plan for him. We'll see what he can do. I hope he stays really good, but
he's a rotational dude. He's not.
Oh, I'm not saying nothing until I give a guy a chance, but the chances of him being Michael Parsons, guys, come on now, let's relax.
Well, and that's the last part I want to make and this point.
I like Overshown.
In my lifetime,
but he's not back yet, so and he's a linebacker.
Well, so I want one more point. The part I really want to hit home at is, look, in my lifetime, Green Bay has picked in the top 5 once. They took A.J. Hawk.
Yep. Same with
over 30 years. One time.
That's the Ravens.
They picked that low. Right? Now think about that. They don't get opportunities to go get guys like Micah Parsons.
No.
They just don't. That's hard.
Dude.
Right? And they did it.
And let's be fair to the Packers.
That's what I mean. Like, that's what's so unique and so fascinating about that move. I mean, Green Bay has a new president too, I'm telling you.
Guys, they also
to leave a mark.
We also have to be fair with, like, the Packers. When they make moves for ends, they usually turn out really good. So Julius Peppers, we can go to, and he was old, but he was a really good player when he went there. Made a lot of plays. Reggie White, this is like the same kind of akin to Reggie White when he came in there. They signed him in free agency, but he wanted money. That's why he came there, and that's the same thing and winning. That's what Micah did. And look, it worked out really well. It's the last young pass rusher that came to their team that was a superstar. And isn't it funny that Reggie White and now Michael Parsons, that's kind of really cool.
So Favre had Reggie White.
Yep.
What was very interesting is there was a lot of talk about, like, hey, when Green Bay brought in Charles Woodson, but it's like, yeah, dude, Charles didn't even want to be there. It wasn't a big-time signing. Everyone was like, oh.
Yeah, they thought he was old, even though, I ain't gonna lie, me and Tom, we were very young dudes, but me and him both thought he still had something in the tank. I remember us talking about that, because, it was kind of one of those moves. It reminds me, not 100%, but, like, do you remember when because he ended up being a lot better, but remember Brian Dawkins played pretty well for Denver when they signed him, and everyone thought he was done too, but he played really well. Just same thing with now, like I said, Charles was a lot better, but I'm saying Charles, everyone thought the same thing, like Tom's saying. Like
Charles was always a better safety.
He was
than Dawkins.
Better cover guy, yeah.
Or not just, but yeah, no, Woodson. But, like, you think now, like, right, like, I'm talking about more like, hey, you have this Hall of Fame caliber defensive player.
Yep.
Right, that with your quarterback.
Well, yeah, like Tom's saying too. Why didn't they go for, like, you got a lot of money? I mean, McKinney or something. Try something in that trade to make it. I don't think the Packers would have took it, but I'm saying.
I'm shocked they didn't ask for Rashawn Gary, because I thought
that's 100% true. Yes.
And the fact you get to keep him, and it's like, hey, Gary, this is your time now. If you don't get a double-digit sack season, like...
Well, Tom, that's why I was saying McKinney. The thing I thought they were going to do is ask for too much, because the way I would have been like, look, I'm giving you this guy. You need to give me, like, a great safety and a okay pass rusher. And I would have been like, Gary ain't that great. I'm like, I need that back.
But this is what happens. I'm telling you, these teams don't have leverage.
No, they don't.
Because everybody knows, hey, the longer this guy sits, the less value anybody gets. They waited too long. The season's about to start.
And let me address the podcast thing with him. Look, if he's playing well, I don't care. I never have. Okay, I don't care if he's on the field.
Gosh, everybody's got podcasts
Yes,
anymore.
it's stupid.
It's just the new wave of
I
the
don't
NFL.
care. I don't care. It's the new era. Let it go, everyone. I get it. We all look. I am stuck in my ways. I'm not hating. There's stuff I don't like and do like, but I also see the vision. Like this is what it is. You know what I mean? like you got the street.
They want to promote. Yeah, man.
By the way, YouTube, before we're going to get into that game last, because it was the one that was played last night on Friday. By the way, don't get used to that, everybody. The NFL does nothing for free. That is going to be a, hey, look, here's a YouTube game for one time, and they're going to be like, watch it on YouTube TV next time, because you're not going to get it for free. I'm just letting you all know the NFL don't do stuff for free. That was nice.
Well, Josh, it doesn't matter, even though I love the broadcast. Like, they need Rich Eisen doing it more.
Yeah, he's
but
really
I think
good.
He's going over to ESPN.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Anyways, but
goodbye. R.I.P. NFL Red Zone.
They're all doing that on ESPN. Like, ESPN's taking that all over.
It is.
YouTube TV will have their Sunday ticket contract, but I'm telling you, NFL media, they sold the rights to.
Yeah, that's a mess.
ESPN's about to get it.
Jesus.
I'm telling,
I'm not the biggest fan of ESPN. I'm just going to tell y'all right now, they're a whole mess. I don't even watch morning shows anymore. I don't think anyone does.
Because we could do a whole podcast of how the financial model works. Like, it's tough. You get, to even think, like, I didn't realize Michael Irvin wasn't even, I don't think he does game day morning or any of that stuff anymore. Like, he's just gone.
Yeah.
Like, maybe. And, like, the NFL, like, I can't even recognize Good Morning Football.
No, me
other than what's-his-face, Kyle Brandt. I didn't realize Peter Schrager went, but again, these guys get these really large contracts, and like the NFL Network realizes, like, dude, the media game is expensive.
Yes.
And they just realize, like, we don't want to get, and so they're like, it's too expensive of a model. It's hard to scale, right? Or when they scale it now, they realize how expensive it is. And it's like, whatever. Let ESPN and Disney do it.
Yep. All right, let's get into the first game, the Thursday night opener. Which, by the way, can I just say, when the Ravens won last time, now it's their fault it wasn't at home, but you really gave them the Broncos, who were really good the year before, but you give the Eagles the Cowboys, whatever. You couldn't give us the Browns or something that year. Like, come on, bro, what is that about? Hating. Here, we'll click on. I always remember that. I was like, so we get the Broncos, who were rightfully mad that we won on some Hail Mary that their safety messed up. Anyway, so final score: Eagles won at home 24-20. But like Tom said, you can't start this game without talking about the beginning of the game, because I turned on the TV and I was like, what just happened? I just came back from the beach. I'm like, excuse me. What do you think of that situation?
Well, number one,
with,
I feel terrible for the guy that tore his ACL.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That first kickoff, like, I was like, oh no, because that was that guy's dream. That's why he was upset.
Yeah,
he realized that's it.
I get it. I mean, that's anybody. Yeah, that's awful. That sucks.
Like the Eagles, to start that game off, you're like, whoa, and then, all right, dude.
Yeah, the Dak thing too.
I played in college. All right, there's a lot of, when the bullets start flying. Dude, it is a true man's sport. There's a lot of things said. There's people spitting. There's people hitting after the whistle. There's people, like, when you're in a pile, they're punching and grabbing and doing things they shouldn't be doing. But, dude, in the NFL, with all the cameras, you had a ref standing there. Like, Jalen Carter, how dumb are you? Like, seriously, you know what? You know how you win? Just go beat their ass on the field.
Yeah. No, true.
And they would have. And you know what? That game, Chris Collinsworth was not wrong. Dude, Dallas went right up and down the field twice.
Yeah.
And he punched it in on the goal line because he wasn't there.
Yeah. No.
That 100%. Game could have been a blowout. And it was close. And honestly, Dallas was Philly was lucky that CeeDee Lamb has brick hands. So
yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah.
I'm telling. And you know what? That's the thing that's so, like, I'm telling you, with Philly, Jalen Hurts is phenomenal. He's an amazing leader. They will win a lot of games with him. But I'm telling you, this is part of the Super Bowl hangover shit. You start getting guys that are arrogant, They think that they run the whole world. They can do whatever they want. And now look where you stand.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me. So
Jalen was really smooth. He really was. That whole incident. Oh, and don't give me the Dak. Dak was spitting like you do when your mouth's a little dry. All the quarterbacks and everyone do it on the field. He was not spitting at him. I like how they put the one angle so it looked like it was close to him, and then when it flipped it to the side, it's like Dak's like 8 feet away from the guy. I was nowhere near him. I was Jalen Carter looked at him and spit on him. Like, no, bro. And you know what? I got to give Dak credit too. A lot of people would have flew off the handle and made it worse by like retaliating. Dude, look what happened. Just let him look stupid. Don't do that. Just, what are you doing?
The only other thing I got, Josh, with it is just kind of like,
that's disrespectful
again,
too.
Just like,
that's.
Oh yeah, why are you talking to the huddle?
Yeah, go.
Like, just like, why is that a thing right now in the NFL? Like, it's not intimidating, it's annoying, and it's disrespectful.
And if
go to your side of the ball.
And if anyone that's like defending that, I'm like, guys, the point is, if he does this in say he does that in a playoff game, you end up losing because in the playoffs you ain't gonna play the Cowboys probably. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Maybe they'll have a good year. I don't know, but I'm saying you're probably not gonna play them. Okay, you do that against the wrong team, it's gonna cost you a game because now one of your better players isn't in the middle stopping the run. Okay. We just talked about the Packers, okay? They got Josh Jacobs. You make that mistake, they're going to run all over you, and then you're going to have a problem. Because the worst thing you could do now against them is get down, because then they're going to let Micah just tee off on you, and you can't do nothing about it. He's just going to run around that corner.
And also, too, I think Green Bay is better suited to stop Jalen. They have...
Yeah.
Because, again, you need to contain... I mean, Green Bay did a great job last year. They kept the pocket tight.
Yep.
He had one play. Like, dude, you give that guy time, he will throw the ball, but also he can run.
Yep.
Dallas found out the hard way is, hey, which they should know, shame on them, like, hey, when you don't contain him, what does he do? He runs. Shocker.
And I will say Javonte Williams in this game looked really good. He really did. But, again, like Tom said, I don't know how that running would have worked if you didn't have Jalen Carter missing in this game.
I don't think you would have seen as much of the pile just continue to move, right?
Yep.
That's what was crazy to me. Is like remember that one goal line? Like, they literally just kept pushing the ball for 10 yards.
And I'm not hating on.
But also Zach Bond was kind of ineffective. Like, I love hearing his story, but dude, he's little, man. He's no Adrian Cooper.
Yeah, he is.
And Chris Collins was the best linebacker in football. I'm like, I don't know about that.
No. I can't wait till I hope Roquan has such a good year because the way he got like torn up last year by people, I'm like, guys, you were dragging it. I watched the actual games. He was not bad. He was tackling everyone. Everyone just wants to do it. What do you want him to lock down people? He's a linebacker. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Well, the difference is he couldn't be as aggressive because he didn't have Patrick Queen.
No.
He had Bum Simpson back
there. And he didn't know what he was doing half the time. He was just running. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh my God. Against Kansas City a couple times last year. I was like, where's he going? But anyway.
Dude, I want to get to the Dallas's defense real quick.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Can I say one more thing? Let me say one more thing real quick, though, because we were talking about it a little bit. I just want to give him some love, because he gets a lot of crap when he doesn't play well, and rightfully so. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, because in the playoffs he's been terrible, but Dak deserves a little love. He was making some throws, and a lot of times his people didn't catch the ball. We'll get into that a little later. I really want to get into that part, but Dak deserves a little love. He was making clutch throws. He was making plays. He was scrambling. He looks like his legs 100% back to normal. Like, his speed looks about the same that it was before the really bad injury he had a couple years ago. But yeah, Dak looked pretty good. I can't lie. He looked really solid.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Schottenheimer actually see why.
Yeah, he looked really good. I love this game plan.
I'll be curious again. Offensively, they look good. Defensively, man, they have.
Oh, that team is a weird defensive. Talk about it now, but I just want to say before you go, I don't get their vision there. It's a lot of old and young mixed, and the young guys are very sporadic, and I'm like, I don't even know what they're doing. I'm like, I'll give them this. Their corners are solid, but even them, I'm like, they give up big plays, and they're what do they call it? Feast or famine corners. They're going to go for the ball.
Well, I don't know. Well, Eberflus, remember, he had that same type of defense and.
Weird team. Now I said it before. Overshone's gonna be back. He's a really good player. He's like their young guy that I think's really good on that team. Every time I watched him last year, even when they were getting ran on, he was making plays. But isn't he hurt? He's out for a while, right?
Yeah. No, what I was gonna say though is like Eberflus, it's weird. They like have this athletic defense. He did it in Indianapolis. He kind of did it in Chicago, and it just doesn't like. I don't understand honestly. Eberflus, like how they play Jalen Hurts. They didn't contain him.
Yeah, that was weird.
How? And they had no pass rush.
No.
Like you can't just like contain him and not rush the passer. And they just kept playing this stupid soft zone.
Oh,
it's like, here, dump it for 10 yards. And it's like, I know you can't play man, but sometimes, but you know what, though? I will give Eberflus this. They called a lot of great, like, slot blitzes and corner blitzes.
Loved it, yeah.
Those corners just ran by Jalen every
time.
Oh,
yeah. Diggs on the one play was so bad. Like, dude, you know he's going to,
Go make a fucking tackle.
You know he's going to flip.
Man.
Grab him. You can't let him. Because everyone goes for like the big hit, like just grab them. All you got to do is mess up the play. That's it. It's not.
They try to go for the ball. They're so dumb. But anyways, honestly, Dallas's defense. I mean, if they had Micah Parsons, they probably could have chased down Jalen Hurts. Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah. Dude, no, 100%, 100%.
You know, hey, my boy Kenny Clark. I was proud of him though. He got half a sack. He
played well that whole game. Like him
he
against
healthier than last year. I mean, it was nice to see. You know.
Oh no! Like you said, I'm not saying it was a bad trade for that. Like he's not a. I'm not saying he's not a good player. It's just like you said. I don't get the 33-year-old for the 24-year-old. That's kind of crazy. I'm like, what?
It's curious, little senile. But I agree with you, dude. Dak played well. You know, just getting back into the Cowboys again with CeeDee Lamb, man. Like he's a number 2 wide receiver, and they paid him all this money. He's super talented. Like. But again, CD, come on, man. Like,
yeah, that was.
He's kind of done this his whole NFL career. It's like you need to make those clutch plays.
Oh, the one was egregious. That one hit him in the chest. Like I don't know what he was doing. And Dak, that
also, George Pickens is literally like one play away from getting thrown out.
He is. He's crazy. He was about to pick that dude's leg up.
Dude, he is so dumb. Why? The Steelers are probably like, thank God you took him.
Well, I think I forget who was talking.
All he does is just dumb stuff. It's crazy.
I forget who was talking about it the one day, but they were like, he's just so unhinged. Like you don't know, he's like bipolar. He'll make a play, and then you're like, man, he's really good. And then he'll like grab a guy's leg or something, and I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, dude, he was doing so many stupid things in that game, and I'm just like. Bro,
and what's sad is he's got great talent. He really does. I don't know what the hell's. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. And then hey, like I said, Jalen Hurts. He's a. You know what?
I was gonna talk about.
The guy knows how to win, man.
He's a winner.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna sit here and say he's the most talented quarterback in the NFL.
He's not.
He's like maybe top. He's in maybe the top 10. Maybe.
Top 10, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I will give him this every time. Like you said, he is a very smart player. He, like, in this game, he was like, hey, you're giving me the little stuff. I'm going to take it. And you guys are letting me run. Like you said, you're not containing me. I'm just going to get 15, 8, 6, 5, first down. He's slid every time.
In both games, man, it seems like defenses are just playing these soft coverages, and it's a death by 1,000 paper cuts.
And the thing
it's kind of crazy.
And the thing to what Tom's saying, right? It's like Jalen's like we said, really smart player, but let's not go crazy. It's not like you saw Mahomes, and I know Mahomes didn't play a good game, but you saw the plays he can make sometimes where you're like, damn, that's crazy. Like that one, I get it. The safety, we'll get into that game, but the safety, I don't know what 2 was doing on that play. It's 3rd and 17, and he just decided, I'm going to move up and leave Hollywood Brown wide open. That was it. But then I want to get into CD, like Tom was just saying. The second one, everyone's like, oh, he had to dive for that. That's why CD, why are you diving? That's 2 steps you took away just to jump forward. I still don't get why people do that. When you stop to dive forward, you have to stop to jump. That's 2 more steps you could have took. And I'm telling you right now, if you go for that ball, not diving, Blankenship's going to hit you, and you're going to get a flag because you're not on the ground, and it's going to be probably a penalty because they call it every time now. There was no reason to dive. It made no sense. Either I catch it, get the first down there, or he hits me in the head and I get a penalty and we're rolling. I don't know who teaches the receivers sometimes. Diving doesn't do anything for you when you're running full speed. It just makes you stop. It's dumb. It makes you stop. You lose your feet. And when you lose your feet, you're not going to catch the ball. You're going to hit the ground and drop it every time because you feel like you're falling out of a plane. It's not going to work. You have nowhere to brace. And it's just going to pop out of your hands.
Yep.
Oh, well, incomplete. Oh, well, there you go. And I'm like, what are we doing? And the Eagles defense, me and Tom talked about this before we started. I'm going to wait. All these games, these are the first week. We got a long way to go. We'll see how teams look in like week 8, week 10 to week 14. They always change. It's like 5. Me and Tom always talk about it's like 4-week intervals, right? First 4, throw them out. They're all trying stuff, and people are going to see what you're running, and then you're going to have to adjust to that because they're going to be like, oh, this is how they run their offense. Now we have to adjust to that, and then you got to adjust to what defenses do. It's a lot of coaching and adjustments through the whole season. You really find out about teams in like week 12 to 16 when you like it's the nitty gritty. The injuries have happened, all major ones, and then where you're at's where you're at. You know what I mean? Where you stand, and then you got to hope you get momentum into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, and also Philly has a lot of injuries too. So
yeah, this is like the preseason.
Jalen Carter, they seriously had a lot of people out, but I'm still not that, honestly, even last year, I wasn't that impressed with Philly's defense. I mean, I think Vic Fangio just coached them up real well, and they got hot at the right moment, and people just forget how good Saquon was during that.
Mitchell is a good player at corner, but they overdo it. Like, what was he in the top 100? I'm like, guys, he's not. He just grabs a lot. That's crazy that he's that high.
I mean, everybody attacks him all the time because he's bad. So, he's kind of like, it's like Byron Maxwell what's his face? Brandon. Who was the other guy opposite of Sherman?
Browner and Maxwell.
They're both. I
Yeah.
remember Chris Collinsworth was just like, oh my God, this guy's a great player. Holding defense, holding. That's all he did. But
he still has the greatest
game. I mean, honestly, like the Thursday night game, at least it was good. The delay sucked. It really ruined it.
It did. That was a
FanDuel or a draft.
That was such a long delay too.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm not shocked at the result. I'm a little shocked that Dallas was able to play so close, which kind of is interesting for Philly. Like I said, just watch out for Philly with like the Super Bowl hangover. I think that's a real thing.
No, I agree.
Right? You got a lot of people, I think, and you saw it with the way Jalen Carter just began just arrogance, right? I think that's where the Super Bowl hangover starts to come into play.
Yeah.
But
let's get into Chiefs at the. I mean, technically this was a home game for the Chargers. You know, saying Sao Paulo, Brazil. Karol G, great halftime show. My daughter's a huge fan.
Yeah,
and my wife.
Those are why don't they let? Can we just have the Super Bowl in Sao Paulo? Because clearly they have better music artists than we do.
Yeah, my daughter loves her, and my wife. It's hilarious. She'll sing her songs.
Dude, she's an incredible artist. It was a great halftime show, and I'm like, dang, what the heck?
Oh no, they Latin. Oh, they're the best. That is some banging music, man. That is always nice. They know how to sing, but yeah, it's
end of show. Tony Batista for the Orioles used to come out to one of my favorite songs.
Which one?
Whatever, it's La Vida or whatever, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or Life's a Party or whatever, Be Happy, or I think that's what it translates to. Anyways.
But yeah,
sorry.
So Kansas Chargers won the game 27-21. Tom, what did you think of the game thus far? Let me hear what your thoughts are on last night's showdown.
Dude, all right. Number one, I kind of like these division games week 1 just because they're very competitive.
And it's really like chippy. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Hey.
When you're not spitting on people.
Got something. Yeah, right. Chargers got something. Like, you see year 2, like, you see the brand. It's really interesting how...
I like Hampton, too.
Dude, Harbaugh knows how to use Herbert.
Yep.
He really does. And, like, Herbert... Dude, I would love to see this guy just win a playoff game, take that big step, dude. But he actually, like, all right, Johnson, he dropped 1. There I go. Come on, man. But, like, he actually looked okay.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, too. He drives me nuts. Like, he's good, but he, like, gets in these weird spats where he drops too many passes. After he got the one out the way, he was good. Because I thought the Palmer free agency loss was going to hurt him bad.
And Ladd's pretty good
Hampton,
too.
Yeah, dude, Ladd's a beast. That guy just knows he's so quick. He might be quicker than Edelman ever was. That's what's like.
Good hands too, really good hands. Conklin's got to hold on to the ball though. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, but Hampton, he could be. He's like kind of this like he could be good. But that was really dumb at the end of half. I don't know what he was doing. But their defense also for losing like Bosa and stuff. But again, Bosa doesn't play a lot. It's kind of like the Jair Alexander thing.
Yep.
They just said, "Hey, screw it. Let someone else pay for this guy." They look good. That's all I can say is, like, they were competitive. They were physical.
Well, I like their defense.
For all this talk, though, like, the thing I'm going to get into is, like, everyone keeps hyping up how Kansas City is just more motivated. All this hype about, hey, they have a chip on their shoulder, and it's like, I see it, but why aren't you executing? How does a championship team have, like, 10 pre-snap penalties?
Yeah, it was really bad.
It's all starting all over the place. I'm just like...
And
guys,
I didn't bring it up.
Their window... I will never count out Mahomes because the NFL just loves him, and they're going to give him a lot of favoritism when it comes to, hey, you can't really nail him and some of the things like we were talking about. But, dude, they don't
He's a gamer, though.
That great.
He is a gamer.
They were trying to pass the ball a ton, really trying to show, like, hey, we can go downfield. And I'm like, the only downfield, Mahomes got one throw that hit. And then Kelsey, they had to do some cheap nonsense to get him wide open. Otherwise, Kelsey was a non-factor.
Yeah, he ran like he had a flat tire. Like on that throw, on the little crosser, where they had to settle for a field goal, the little crosser where they had to settle for a field goal, like right before they tried to get the ball back to tie the game, and the Chargers ran out the clock. Past years, the reason that throw missed is Mahomes is used to him being quicker. He tried to lead him, and he just don't have it. He runs like he's got two flat tires. He's so slow now. It's really bad.
Yep. Well, no, and it's funny because it's like, I lost weight and stuff, and it's like, that doesn't... Other times undefeated, just...
that don't make you run faster. You gotta still know how to run. Losing weight ain't gonna make you run faster. You just get less tired.
Yeah, man. All I'm gonna say is that team has gotten old, long in the tooth.
I about to be a billionaire.
I won't count them out because their defense is elite.
Yes.
Their defense is really good. I was like, dang, Tranquil was ridiculous.
It is really good play.
I like him personally better than Zach Bond. Tranquil comes up and nails people. Bond's kind of just...
Bolden and him are so fast. That's such a fast middle core. Like, they fly, man. They get going.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because, like, anyways, they don't look any better than last year.
No.
You know when they got in a rhythm? When Mahomes was allowed to start just dinking and dunking it.
Yep. And Hollywood Brown, guys, you got Kansas City, you got to get used to it. That's what he does. He makes some plays, and then he drops some third downs where you're like, dude.
Get ready for Juju Smith-Schuster being your number one wide receiver.
Look at the Lions game in 2019. That is still, God, that was so bad. He dropped 3 touchdowns, and then all I heard was Lamar's not I'm like, guys, really? The
reason why the Ravens said, see you.
Not that, and I'm not hating on Hollywood Brown. He will make plays. He's a lot of Ted Ginn in him, where you're going to get some. And here's where I'll argue for Ted Ginn. The only time you rarely see me do this, Ted Ginn would at least score touchdowns. That what you saw last night is a microcosm of Hollywood Brown. He ended up having to settle for that field goal at the end on that drive. He caught the ball on that deep throw and couldn't finish and score. It's another thing. Sometimes it's like you got to open lane and he'll just get tackled, and it's like, dude, you should have scored on that. I don't know what's going on. He's like Deshaun Jackson without the touchdowns. He's really solid, makes some big plays, but he doesn't finish.
He's a very, very, very. He's not even a poor man's. He's a homeless man's.
Yeah.
He's a homeless man's.
Yeah, let me give Deshaun his flowers because that man didn't drop nothing. He would get nailed, and little skinny dude and just hold on.
And also he would find the end zone
every time, to the point where teams hated him because he's going to celebrate. He's going to do it. He's gone. Damn. Every team, too. Dude, that man has 5 different jerseys of him doing that.
Todd, we need to do a podcast of the era of the Ravens trying to get a good receiver in the first round.
Oh my God, my boy Perryman is GOAT status there. That was so. Okay, that's a different topic because I could go.
Everybody knew. They were like, dude, this
guy's
trash.
You could have thrown that man. A coach could have thrown that man one ball, and you would have knew he wasn't going to be good because he caught everything with his body, and his hands were like bricks. They were terrible.
But dude, he definitely looked the part. He was big and fast.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like Jamal. It's like Jamal Lewis. Everyone makes fun of his hands, but we weren't throwing the ball to Jamal. Okay, we're good. We just go run it.
I don't know. I've watched Jamal on a few screens, man.
Yeah.
He still could do. Dude, I love his podcast though. Byron, when he gets that interview, and they said he was talking about when Kyle Bowler went down. They're like, "All right, bro. You're about to get the ball 40 times a game." He said, "I'm built for this. Let's go." and he's like, "Yeah, I used to have to after a game, I'd have to smoke a couple Black and Milds."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, heck yeah, dude.
I bet. Yeah. His rookie year, they were like, "You and Priest Holmes are going to die helping this team win a Super Bowl because Trent Dilfer's your quarterback." Antonio. That was a mess.
Yeah, Jamal Lewis is still one of dude. That guy's a beast.
He's funny too. But we're going off.
He's so chill, man.
He really is. I know he does steroid thing, but if you had to run the ball 40 times with Kyle Bowler, you would take him too. Okay, listen, everyone leave that man alone. He was getting beat the fuck up.
Gosh, all these guys take shit. You got to be big, man. I don't ever want to hear people.
He's still my favorite power back. I love him. He was such a load. That guy was a.
Josh, you know what's funny now? Like all these, you want to talk about the steroid bullshit? Go look at like Jalen Hurts when he entered the league, and look how like yoked he is now. Like they train, the way they train and stuff.
What about Likely? Look at Likely. Oh my God, he was like a skinny. Hey, man's got plus 12 body. I mean, built like a.
Yeah, man, and a lot of that's the trainers, but they do have like I'll honestly say this, dude. The dietitians they get, too. That's basically like steroids. It's just that's legal.
Yeah, they give you a meal. They'll literally be like, "Eat this now, stop. Eat this now, eat this, do this."
Yeah.
It just depends who puts in the work. You can tell who puts in the work. Like listens to them. But,
yeah. All I'm going to say is this for like the Chiefs and the Chiefs game, and I'm the Chiefs. I'm not going to count them out, but I'm telling you, man, I'm just tired of hearing about, oh, they got this chip on their shoulder. No, man. And you know what? And like Mahomes is trying to play chip here, like you said. He's like, instead of like ducking out of bounds like yesterday, he's trying to lower shoulders. I'm like, dude, I hope someone just absolutely fucking obliterates him.
Well, like we were talking about.
Stop. Like, it's just like he's trying to do this tough guy thing. It's like, dude, you're a quarterback. You ain't tough. Shut up.
Yeah. No, dude. Like dude,
go watch that Super Bowl when was it Davis or whatever that absolutely lifted him up and just absolutely obliterated him.
Yeah.
And watch Mahomes get like gun shy. You don't then tell me you're tough.
No, yeah, that's and he always does it to like tiny dudes. It's like, bro, show me something. Okay, go roll a lineman then. Well, no, you ain't gonna do that because you know they're gonna body slam you. Nah, you ain't gonna try that. And I'm not hating on him. I like the chip. I like how he tried to bring his team back. I still think he's a great player. You know, he could win the MVP. He could. He's a great player, and he's gonna, like Tom said, he's a gamer.
I'm not gonna count him out.
I don't ever want to make it sound like I'm talking.
Hey, he wants all the spotlight. Here it is right now.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk junk about him because I think he is a great player. I just think so. My thing is he had his great seasons. What I don't like is we can't separate the two. He is a gamer. You don't want him with the ball with 2 minutes left because you're scared that he's going to beat you, and I get it. I still would take him.
You don't want him and Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, yes, I agree.
I think that's a huge key to all this.
But I also, and
people underrate how good of a coach Andy Reid is and an offensive genius.
Yes, and me and him don't, and I don't want anyone, I'm going to do it again because we just gloss over the whole game with him all the time. He has never, when they did the Tom Brady crap, this is my issue with that. I have never seen him play a great Super Bowl, ever. It's not great. It's okay, and then he wins the game at the end, so you guys are like, oh, it was a great game. No, he didn't play good. He played bad in the San Francisco one. He should have lost the game. Threw that pick at the worst.
He played bad in two San Francisco
and two of them. And in the two that he lost, he was the Eagle one, he is literally the reason they lost that game. You guys can make up all the crap you want. if he would have just not turned the ball over, and the first pick to Cooper DeJean was so stupid. The guy was standing there. That's a bad quarterback pick. Like, he is waiting for you to throw across your body, and you threw it right to him. That man is pale. That man is pale, wearing a green jersey. You can see him for a mile away. Like, don't throw it, okay? That is a pasty white man. You didn't see him wearing like 33 or whatever the hell he was, some weird ass number where you can really see his number. It ain't like it's a single digit where you're like, well, barely see his. No, he's standing there. Like, you threw it. You hit that man in stride. He ran it back. Like, and then to pick the ball, like, too much. You're doing too much. You got to keep it, because their defense played good in that game. The doors fell off. Like we said about Jalen Hurts, he's a winner. He's not going to do anything crazy and put his team behind the 8 ball. And when he needed to make the plays, he did in the Super Bowl, and he played great. But that's the thing, Mahomes.
Have you noticed too, though, with Mahomes
doing too much?
The one dude, is it just me or maybe it's just the cameras now? Because I thought Herbert throws the ball way harder. Like, I don't think Mahomes has that rifle.
But
he never really has. He seems like he can make so many off-schedule throws, but they're not like, these like daggers. They're just like there's that one he threw across his body. I was like, dude, that thing is kind of like a lame duck. It's just no one was there.
He's just really smooth with like when he laterals it and stuff. He's very smooth with his delay, and it's quick. It's like kind of like Dan Marino where he just flicks it. It's very quick delivery. That's what it is. His motion's very hard to stop, and he can do it like every platform. I give him that.
Right. It's much more like a shortstop in baseball.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. It's like you said. Like, yeah, he played baseball. It's like the guy's got. I give him that. He is very. He's scary.
But I'm not crazy though in saying, like, honestly, I think Herbert.
No,
Herbert has some zip, man.
Dude, Herbert's always been like that. I've never had an issue with, like, I see the vision. Like, I see why it's the same thing with Lawrence, but Herbert's shown more. But I'm saying, like, both of them, I see the vision. I just with one of them.
Lawrence, I don't see much right now.
Well, I'm saying with what I'm getting, like, Trevor, what's going on? Like, that's why I'm like, I can't drag Herbert. I've seen more from him. You understand what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence, I'm like, bro, you on the clock. I don't get why you gave him the money. I'm still like, eh. Because even when I was saying Herbert's not a winner or whatever, I was like, I saw the plays where I'd be like, okay, like you said, sometimes when he throws that ball, I'm like, damn, him and Josh Allen have, like, guns, okay? But it's 100%. Now, Josh Allen is actually, I think he has a better arm than Josh Allen, because Josh Allen sometimes, it'll be erratic, and he'll just be overthrowing people, and I'm like, dude, that's got to be careful. Like, do you remember when he came up real hyped in the beginning of the Kansas City game last year in his championship game, was just throwing, like, should have been picked like 4 times, Josh Allen, because he just kept overthrowing everybody. I was like, buddy, calm down. You're going to throw a pick. Should have thrown a pick.
Yeah.
But he gets too hyped sometimes. I'm like, dude, you bring it down a little bit. You're being a little crazy. It's like, it reminds me of, so they keep doing this now because Lamar has been in the league a while with the running. They keep trying to say people are better. Like, Jalen Milroe is a better runner than Lamar. No, he's not. He doesn't. Lamar moves so weird. Like, I've never seen anyone that. It's Michael Vick was kind of like that, but Lamar moves where he always looks like he's shaking. So it's so hard to fucking, like, tackle him because you're like, where the fuck's he going? It's like, and it's got to the point where you want to sit there and be like, oh, well, someone's got to be better because he's been. No, the dude runs really. It's so hard to tackle him because he's just always shaking when he's running. It's like, what the hell's he doing? And you don't know where he's going. You're like, is he going to cut left or right, or is he just going to sprint? And it's like, I think there are faster people like in a sprint, but not the running style is really hard to deal with because he's just always shaking. And here we go. The whatever, the Philly 1 yard run thing, we didn't get into that before we skipped all that. You know, I get it, but I'm also like, there is a lot going on that play that's technically illegal, and I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of annoying, but whatever. I'm over it. It's not.
Oh, the touch push, yeah. No, I think, honestly, that's where I get frustrated with, like, the league of why they can't ban it. It's like, fine, then officiate it correctly.
Yes. Everyone's off center, and it's what is it, the center's over the ball, which you can't do either. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Gosh, they're all off.
Yes.
Every one of them. And, like, everybody's complaining. It's just like, dude, I'm tired of, like, that's okay. No, whatever.
Not only that, my thing with the pushing of players, the reason I don't think it's a bad rule, I never liked when they changed it, is you penalize me for like last night, you penalize a guy for pushing the ball out of bounds, but I'm allowed to push a guy forward. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Kind of crazy. Like, then just let me push the ball out of bounds or push someone forward. But I didn't get to talk about the Chargers. I thought it, like Tom said, Jim Harbaugh's a good coach. You can see it. And he, like Tom said, him and Roman, who everyone gave Roman shit, he is still a really good offensive coordinator. He plays winning football with, like, running the ball. And Omari Hampton looked really good. He's tough, big, strong running back. Ran him downhill, played tough. Like Tom said, the reason I'm also scared of, not scared of Kansas City, but you got to give Kansas City a shot, is their defense is really good. It really is. And the Chargers, same thing. Their defense looked really good last night. Khalil Mack is old, but very savvy player, makes plays. And you know what? No one's talking about it because the interior of Kansas City's line is really good, but Tart played a really good game. He played really good.
He's a little bowling ball.
My man batted down like 4 passes, nearly got 2 of them picked, and just kept coming back and was stopping the run and chasing. Oh, he played a hell of a game, and that's against their center was playing, right? Humphrey, right? I believe so. Yeah, I mean, that's the bread and butter of Kansas City's line too, and Big Boy was giving it to him. He was like, "Listen, you put this ain't Madden. Them overalls don't save you, buddy. You're gonna have to put on the pants. We're gonna play." Loved him. And like you said, they have hardballs. Took a year, and it makes sense. A couple years because you got to get your players in. But they're starting to shape like that old 49er type hardball tough team. I love the linebackers. They were flying. It has speed there. They were getting in there blitzing. Derwin James always been a really good player. Number 2 though, we talked about before. What the hell were you doing? I don't know. That play shouldn't have happened. It reminds me of when Tyreek Hill did that to the Ravens. Like, brother, you gotta stay back. Eric Weddle, stay back. But back up.
Yeah.
Cut off the deep ball. But yeah,
sorry, man.
Big win by the Chargers. Let's get into week 1.
Let's do it.
What do we think?
All right. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, man. Time to call it.
Oh, we're calling it?
It's over.
Oh, you want to do week 1? Okay. Well, yeah, we got to recap it when it happens. But it should be a good week 1. Anyway, pleasure talking to you guys today. Likes are appreciated. Subscribe for more content. And as always, Tom.
Roll Tide.
Anchor
down.